Hello, Introvert Room. This is Tony. I'm here with some books that I purchased. They're for herbalism. I'm getting into herbalism more and more, and I want to work on herbalism and stuff like that. I've kind of started to hone in on my niches as far as what are things I want to do. I want to make sure that I go through and figure out a lot of the stuff that I like. So I have some herbalism books for you that I am using, or going to use in the future. And the reason I got these, I'll explain with each one basically. So let's go through it. So, just to preface this, I am in North America and I am most interested in North American herbalism, just because of where I live in the world, like the stuff that I would use, books that are rooted in North American herbalism would just be more resonant for me because they're just, like I said, in the environment. So, I decided to get books that would include things that I know that I can find. And then, the ones that I can find, or, I'm so interested in, but I'm not necessarily interested in using, they still may be here. So, anyway, I decided to get Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine, 560 Herbs and Remedies for Common Ailments. So, something about me, constitution-wise, I guess, I'm prone to respiratory illness. A lot. I have intestinal issues as well, so that's kind of me. I just grew up having a lot of respiratory issues. I'm very prone to like colds and stuff like that. I can be very prone to colds and infections like that, sinus infections as well. Dust allergies, pollen, stuff like that. I can be very susceptible to that. So, there's that. And then the intestinal gut stuff, I can have like a lot of issues with that as well. So, yeah, so this is the book. So it goes through different herbs around the world, and then the development of this, all of that, right? And then just like the different systems. What I have found is that I am most interested in herbalism for the like endocrine kind of system, basically like menstruation, stuff like that. More reproductive type things, mainly because that's kind of my issues. And then like immunity, because I have developed an interest through my massage in lymphatic drainage, which is about detoxification, but also the lymphatic system helps with immunity. And so those are developing interests for me. I'm not necessarily interested in skincare and stuff like that, although I do want to develop a line of like oils that are really good for my massage practice, but I'm not necessarily like hoping to like go into the herbal cosmetics realm, developing like creams and serums and stuff like that. Although in college I was really big on whipping shea butters and oils and stuff like that, and washing people's hair, and yeah, I was doing like a lot of weird shit. So there's that. So this goes into the active constituents. So all the things that you need to be like kind of aware of what's going on within them, like these things that they have that are causing these reactions or causing these actions in the body. You need to be aware of it. The thing with like herbalism is that people think it's just like you pick up an herb and then you like steep it in some tea and then you drink it, and it's like, there's a lot of like chemistry and stuff like that, chemistry and like biology and all this stuff, like I was gonna say physics, that's not necessarily right, but a lot of like biochemistry, there we go, a lot of stuff that you need to know about the body in order for this to be effective. And it's great that we live in 2024. Well, that's when this video was made. Whenever you're watching it is whenever. What if somebody was watching this in like 3000, 34 or some shit. That would be so cool. Anyway, but it like, I like that we can classify these things and use it to our advantage, the knowledge that we gain from it. So that's kind of also why I decided to get this. And then early origins. So, different cultures have been using herbs for a really long time. So it just kind of goes through stuff like that, right? So it's cool. Anyway, so we get to these. So it has like plants and fruits and vegetables and like things that we commonly like eat. So this is something that we commonly eat here in the U.S. Ginseng is another thing that we consume here in the U.S., although it's not necessarily, it's not native. Yeah, I was like, it's not native. So they have quite a few Chinese herbs in here. So let me just zoom in if I can. There's quite a few Chinese herbs in here, which is good because I am interested at some point in perhaps being an acupuncturist. I don't know about that. I got this book because I wanted more explanations on the herbs that I like, right? So I love rosemary. I use it a lot for my hair. I don't cook with it a lot, but I like it for my hair. So there's that. And then, let me see. Do they have peppermint here? Dandelion is outside. Damiana. I've taken Damiana. I've smoked it and I've taken it as a tincture. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting experience with Damiana. And then, do you have anything like... And then it just goes to things like onion, fever bark, marshmallow, wild indigo, ayahuasca, like horse mints, Sonia, bitter melon. So I feel like also if you just grow things, this may be helpful for you, right? Because you'll know kind of how you use it as opposed to it just being knowledge of like, oh yeah, like I know what it looks like, but I know how this is working, right? I know how this is working. So you have different problems, digestive disorders, allergies, circulatory problems, making creams, compresses, preparation, stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this one. I will go through and get the ones that I really use in daily life, like things that I cook with, things that, stuff like that, because those are the ones that you'll most likely be more interested in, because if you cook with them or you use them in skincare, you use them in hair care a lot, you see them a lot, or you're fascinated about them in your natural environment, the environment that you live in now, you'll most likely stick with those and learn about those. Like I'm very interested about rosemary. I just am. So, there's that. Next, we have essential herbs. Treat yourself naturally with herbs and homemade remedies. This is like half and half, I think. Yeah, it went into making syrups and stuff like that. I was kind of disappointed that more of this book wasn't just the plants. So it's like making salads, soups, tinctures, cordial syrups, teas, juices, smoothies. I don't mind this, but I wanted more of the actual herbs. So there's that. But the cool thing is it goes through this little thing here. So you can see like gut health. You can see like some of these issues, right? Common issues. And then like the herbs, the plants, the roots, all that stuff. You got circulation, right? Then it's the herbs, the roots, and all this kind of stuff, like what it does, and men's health, ear, nose, and throat, like that kind of stuff is helpful. Joints and muscle, like so. If you wanted to know about various various conditions that they deal with. Like this one may be helpful, right? If you want to formulate and stuff like that, this may be helpful. Yarrow, right? Zoom out a little bit. Yarrow, I think I have that one. Agrimony, lady's mantle, garlic, aloe vera. I have some aloe vera here. Lemon verbena, marshmallow, angelica, dangui, that's Chinese, wild celery, spikenard, wormwood, go-to cola, golden seal hops, cleavers, ginkgo, wild strawberry. Yeah, like, so I am very interested in these because this also tells you how to use it, right? How to use it, how to identify it. This actually is a little bit better because each flower has its own page and it really shows you what it looks like. Versus this one over here, it didn't show you too much of all of them. But this one, each one has its own page and that helps you, right? And then you go from those to the recipes. The New American Herbal, Stephen Orr. I decided to pick this up because I am American and I'm interested in herbalism in America, and there's that. So it just goes through these. So I am also interested in making things like perfumes and salves and stuff like that, but that's not the primary focus for me. I'm actually trying to grow like a garden of food, and so I also wanted to know like some of the uses for these things if I ever wanted to make things. But I am interested in this in a spiritual sense as well, for spiritual cleansing. So spice blends, stuff like that. And it just goes through different herbs. So we've got salad herbs here, pictures of little definitions, what they're used for. Then some of them have their own, move it up a little bit. They have their own page, zoom in. They have their own page or two, so you get to see what it looks like on this side. And then the name. And yeah. And then this also has like a little bit of recipes, it looks like. But it's not as intensive as like half the book, is it? But you go through and you have more word explanations. So I'm excited about this one because it may have a little bit more information about the ones that I'm interested in. So yeah. God, like these things are cool. So there is that. Next, we have the Aromatherapy Bible. I just got this at Barnes & Noble because it was cheap. It was reduced price to $4. And so it's just like a mini book and you can just use it for different things. So aromatherapy, essential oils, how they work, how they extract it. I feel like I had this at one point. I don't know where it went, but I feel like I had this book at one point and I just don't know if I disposed of it or what. But anyway, if I did get it again, well, I got it again. So essential oils and hair care, skin care, how to make foot scrubs, making perfumes, inhalations with steam, just a whole bunch of stuff. Massage techniques. I'm a massage therapist, so this will be especially helpful. The lymphatic system. I'm very interested in the lymphatic system. I'm taking courses about that. The immune system. I'm very interested in that. So, self-massage, aphrodisiac, you saw that. Children, mind and spirit. So, meditation, chakras, astrology, all that stuff. So this is a good one if you want to do just kind of like more, not crafts, but more actual projects of making things. This may be a little bit more for you instead. Briefly, I'll talk about this. I got this not recently. I got this like last month or so, but it's African American herbalism. So I am African American, and so I kind of want to study this one. It's like a cultural study as opposed to like just herbalism. It's rooted in, yeah, like culture. So there's that. And I already talked about it, I think, so I don't want to go into it anymore. And then lastly, I have grow how to grow your own food. And this one, because I'm interested in growing my own food, I just wanted to get a book that helps to lay down the facts about it, because sometimes watching videos is like very exhausting. And so I'm just interested in doing that. So I have like a bunch of these, a lot of these I have seeds for, and I want to just be able to grow them and have them and do whatever with them. But yeah, decided to get this because I literally have pretty much like everything in this book. So it's going to help me because I literally have everything and I can grow all of it then. So that's everything that I have. I am excited to share with you guys when I start growing stuff. I was gonna start a herbal like a garden channel. I don't know if that's gonna go forward, but yeah. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna show you guys all the books again. Hold on. Okay, so this is everything. This is everything. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.